sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're blaming in my way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're blaming in my way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. And you need to go away. You need to go away. Go lay down. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Hope everybody is having a good, what day is this? Wednesday? Wednesday night. And for me, it's kind of like one of those, it's one of those grin and bear it days. As you guys know, I still is job hunting, so I got a whole list of companies I've applied to, and they don't make it easy for the state to fill out when you claim to fill stuff out. It's like if you leave one box empty, it don't count. I leave one box empty, it don't count. It's rough, but it is Wednesday, folks. We are halfway through the week. And I hope you guys are all doing well out there. Around here, it's kind of been, it's rough. Bubbles had to go find out how much her car tags were. Basically $1,000 for her car tags. That's why I told her buy something older. Car tags are cheaper. But it didn't. I don't get listened to that often. I don't ever get listened to when it comes to those sort of things. So yeah, something like $500 a year for car tags for her. And the monster of the Midwest is back over here making a mess out of everything. But it's just one of those weeks where it's just kind of like nothing went right so far. Nothing's gone right so far. I get in contact with my guys I'm trying to get a job with, and they're like, oh, we haven't heard back from them yet. And it's kind of like, okay, I'm getting to that point where I'm going to have to start doing I'm going to start having to do the pavement pounding job search, unfortunately. Would you get away from the computer? For those guys that don't know, I've got the sheepdog that basically he likes going through everything that's not his. And he come down to go through everything that wasn't his, apparently. Say goodbye, Gumbo. Keep going. He's as bad as the hostess when it comes down to dropping down instead of just dropping in for no reason. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that were with us for our 3-year anniversary episode Saturday, I hope you guys had a good time. It was basically 9.5 hours, and if I hadn't have blown through so many lists that I thought I was going to blow through, I might have kept going for a little bit longer. But sometimes those things just don't work out in your favor. Sometimes those things don't go out in your favor. Yeah, there's a dodo up there too, but that's not what I'm looking for. There's a dodo up there, but it's not what I'm looking for. There's always a second step to every item on the list or on the pregame show. But yeah, like I said, we went through about 22 lists, 3 4-letter words, and we gave away the vault prize, which means starting tonight there is a brand new vault that will be opening. I'm going to warn you guys, I've got a bunch of packages that need to go out. It is going to take me a while to get them out for obvious financial reasons. That does it. So if you haven't gotten stuff that I've had on back order for you, it's not because I'm ignoring you or not because I'm holding on to it. It's I just don't have the money to pick up the equipment and go pick up the pay for the postage right now. Fighting Bird and Family Guy is not on our list or not on our pregame, Allie. They are not in on our pregame. There was something else I was going to say. So it was kind of like frustrating yesterday. So I actually didn't sit around. I didn't get on to watch Moneymaker. So hopefully Moneymaker ripped him a new one to whoever he ripped a new one to. Or at least we can always hope. At least we can always hope that. Tonight, the beverage of choice. We're actually doing kind of shots with rum chata. We're kind of doing a rum chata and Coke just to try it. It's like, it's there, but it's not great. The dodo is in Alice in Wonderland. So the first one is off the board. But yeah, like I said, it's getting frustrating. It's basically because I have to do the crappy unemployment thing. And it's like, they didn't tell me how many jobs I had to apply for. And so it's like, I put down the list, I write everything down, and all my applications are online. So it's like 4 or 5 online ones apparently don't count for them. I'm trying to figure it out. So I actually have to call them tomorrow when I get back from another interview. I got another interview tomorrow. I'm reluctant. I'm worried it's going to be a disaster like the last one I went to. I am really worried it's going to be a disaster. Anytime an insurance company says we have a position that's not in sales, you kind of take it with a grain of salt. A very, very, very big grain of salt, about this big. It'd be a grain of salt, probably as big as Hornhead. It would be a grain of salt as big as Hornhead. So we're going to have to wait and see. The worst part was, same company called me twice for 2 different locations. That was the worst part. They called me once for one location. They said they had these 2 positions. Then the same company called me back about 20 minutes later and said 2 positions at this location. And it's like, all right, that's a 1 in 4 chance, I guess. But that's what I have to hope for. That's what I have to hope for. So yeah, like I said, guys, to let you know, like I said, I think Flops is the only one I got packaged up. Speaking of which, Took, I need your mailing address. Last time you won something, you had me give it to somebody else. So I know I don't have your mailing address on file. And I do have the one prize that will be going to you. And this is one that does not get shipped to anybody else. Just to let you know. So I do need your mailing address. Took or Talia, either one of you. Because I know I don't have yours on file. And for some reason, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's the way I'm looking at it. And like I said, I was hoping these other guys would get back in touch with me before these interviews. But it's what can you do? What can you do? What can you? Like I said, I am more frustrated with the unemployment process right now because I put in like did this one online. Well, what's their address? I've got no clue. It's online through a placement service. Then I get another one online through a placement service, no address. And it's like, you haven't applied at enough places. So it's like, so I literally spent pretty much all day yesterday and all day today, like just going through places online. And it's like, if they say that's not enough, then I'm gonna raise hell with them. It's like, what the hell do I have to do? Because I can't leave the house to go do these places because it costs gas to go out and do them. And the worst part was it was like 2 of them were actually from their job site or from the state job site, and it's like they didn't count them. So it's like I'm totally lost. It's totally confusing. But what can you do? What can you do?
Call them.
There's the peanut gallery. Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Alright.
Like I said, because I called them and I got the automated number and no operator option.
No, I text you.
Yeah, you texted me the other one, by which point I was already frustrated with them.
Oh, okay.
I was already ticked off at them. I was irate. It was like pull all my teeth and eyelashes out. I'm going to pull a twisty and just pull everything off. We'll like pull this off, pull the hair out, pull the whisker biscuit off, pull the beard. Well, no, because Twisty still has his own beard style going. So I guess I get to keep the beard.
Yeah, because the other one is an automated system, but found the loophole.
All right, well, close the door.
Hey, I'm upstairs.
Close the door.
You don't have a hashtag for that.
We can make one real quick. No, close the door because the dog kept coming downstairs.
Oh, he was wanting to go outside.
No, he didn't act like it.
Well, he went to the door. So, what are you doing first tonight?
Stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm letting her get it all out so I can get on with everything.
Oh, no, I'll still listen and just sit up here and be your peanut gallery the whole time.
This is what I mean. I'm going to have a peanut gallery tonight. As if your peanut gallery guys weren't bad enough.
Yeah.
All right, so far we've only got one bird off our list, and no, I'm not gonna give them away.
What is it? Flipping the bird?
No, nothing like that. So if we don't get that, we basically just close the pregame down. And like I said, you can kind of see a slight change in the display. I made a couple of changes thanks to some ideas from Freddie, and actually one from Nerdy, I think. So I kind of cleaned it up a lot, did some rearranging, kept everything basically as it was, but I knew it was there. Norris, if you are on, I want to know if you are back or not, so I can turn your timer back on. Because I actually have yours turned off because you kind of disappeared on us. And if you are back in streaming, I need to turn yours back on. So I don't know if Norris is on or not, or if he's avoiding me, or anything of that sort. Anything is possible around here, as you guys know. But for those of you that are watching, sorry about all that. Getting all that out of the way, I want to say welcome to List Wits. We are the one, we are the only live interactive game show. And again, that's the key word, is interactive, between us and you in the audience, where we give away stuff every Wednesday night, every Saturday night, and then every Thursday night we just get on Twitch and we just play a little Jackbox or Your Own Words or something like that. But every Wednesday night, every Saturday night, we come to you live from Twitch. We come to you live from YouTube. We come to you live from Mixer and StreamMe, the 4 big ones. And no, I did not add the 5th one yet. It's something I held off on for whatever reason, just because I didn't want to complicate things right now. But yeah, she had to say no hashtag Yoda. So that means there'll be one going in. I do want to get some of my old ones on. I want to get some. I want to go pull some of my hashtags off of Nightbot and put them back in as timers. The trick is, it's like right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 timers in there, and I got a couple I know I have to reconfigure. Just because I think it only gives you like an hour window. So it's like you guys see a timer about once every 9 minutes. So it's almost like I'm getting to that point where I got to be careful, because then it's going to be as many, if not too many, timer ads compared to everything else. So I got to work on that. I love the timer function, and I am still working on the wheel for the opening. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the wheel. I don't want to do the wheel as a basic giveaway. I don't want to do it as, because I actually tried to set up the wheel where it was which main board game we were going to play. But when you have like, what did I say we had? When you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, like 74 games available to you. No, actually I have more than that, believe it or not. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. I think 90 something games available from various game shows. That wheel just looks really, really ugly. It actually does. And there are no sub wheels. It's basically one wheel, and that's it. Because I seriously thought I would set it up to do like A through, do it by letters at first. And I set it up with like 4 sets of letters for like the 26 letters of the alphabet. And then I went to go make a second wheel, and it says you can't make a second wheel. You get one wheel, and that's it. And I'm like, that doesn't do me any good. That does not do me any good. So I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with the wheel purposes. That I do have to figure out. I thought about it doing whether a game would be a small prize, a large prize, or a vault or X number of vault numbers. So it'd be basically, before we start a game, it's basically spin the wheel. If whoever wins the game gets a small, a large, or vault numbers. So it's kind of like, that takes all the fun out of the main game. That takes all the fun out of the main game. So it was like, that doesn't work. So if we got anybody with any ideas, let me know. I could do one where it's like basically shut the show down right off. We could say, this Took getting digit from Cyber Chase. And we are almost to the end of this, folks. I think, I'm not 100% sure. I know when it gets to a certain point, it will reveal all the answers, or it's supposed to reveal all the answers. Last time I did this, I let it run, and it did not do all the answers. Well, I know he's going to stream tomorrow, Sea Chicken. I want to know if it's going to be, if he's coming back regularly or not. That's what I'm more interested in than anything. Is he going to be back to a full-time on stream? Even if it's like every other week, I can work with that. If it's every week, great. If it's every other week, well, I can work with that. Like I said, unfortunately, as you guys know, I gotta turn Dr. Jekyll's timer off, because Dr. Jekyll is pretty much wrapping himself up, or wrapped himself up. Although, depending on what his fetish is, that might not be a good thing. Because I know there's somebody out there with the fetish of tissue paper. Or bandage wraps or something. I forget who it was. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, everything is sort of back to normal tonight. Everything is back to a schedule of things. So again, it's Wednesday night, so basically what we do is we basically try to do a 4-letter word, one list, and maybe an open game. No guarantees, but that's what we're going to aim for. And since Nerdy kind of cut his stream off early tonight, he only went to 7:08-ish. We started a little earlier than normal, so we may have time to squeeze everything in. Because like I said, normally I don't start mine until 7:30 or 7:30-ish. But we started a little bit early tonight, so we may have time to squeeze a few more things in. And I am waiting to see, because I honestly do not know how much longer this slideshow has to go. But it's giving you guys a chance to get in there and see if you can figure out your famed fictional birds. Yeah, it was basically his last post on YouTube, Sea Chicken. If you know, if you catch his last posting on YouTube. The doctor has officially gone into retirement, which makes Professor von Quizzlestein very, very sad. Professor von Quizzlestein is very, very sad. But hopefully he may or may not be back some point down the road when he realizes he misses all of us nutcases. And who's going to pay all his bills and stuff, right? Alright, I think... Nope, it still hasn't finished. Again, I have no idea how long this thing is. I think I got it longer than 15 minutes, unfortunately. So, with that, as we have not gotten all 3 of them, you guys are just going to be a little bit out of luck in that regard, because I don't show the ones we don't get. So, with that, bear with me 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen, as I close a few things out and keep things going with the other games of the evening. Oh, I forgot I had that graphic in there. Damn it. Hold on. I forgot I had this graphic in here somewhere. I got to turn that off for now, because there's something I was working with. Something I was working with that I just forgot to reset. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, it is time for the 4-letter word of the evening. And for those of you that have been with us, know this is one of our regular features on the show. It is very simple. We're going to show you 4 words going across the screen from left to right. And where did my pointy stick go? Ah, my ruler stick got away from me. I feel. Oh, there it is. I feel semi-empty-handed here. I feel empty-handed here. You're going to see 4 words on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Each word going across the board from left to right is a 4-letter word with 1 letter that has been removed. Those 4 missing letters, read from top to bottom, will make up the bonus 5th word. It is that bonus 5th word that you guys are looking for to solve the puzzle. Oh, don't shrink that, you dumbo. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, here is your 4-letter word of the game. So as you can see, we have B-I blank S blank U-S-T S blank A-R and C-O blank L, and it is not corn, sea chicken. It is not corn. So again, we are looking for the four-letter word that goes from top to bottom. That is the only answer that the bot will respond to. Alias. A-L-I-A-S. Alias. I'm trying to do the math and spelling count. I don't think that quite works too. I don't think that one quite works in terms of spelling and count. Oh, sure. Take it out on me. Take it out on me. Why don't you? I know, everybody else does, so what difference would it make, right? And like I said, you guys can see on the screen, we kind of prettied up the broadcast a little bit. We actually have a game board up there now. So hopefully it's a little more eye-catching, eye-appealing to anybody that happens to see a thumbnail. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Try to see if we can improve the numbers on the visitors to the channel. This is a tough one. Why do you think this is a tough one? You were chatting. It should have come across. Why did it not come across? Ah, crap. I gotta fill in. Hold on. I gotta go look something up. I gotta fill in Restream bombed out. Yeah, Restream bombed out. Dang it. Hold on 1 minute. I can't type. Yeah, I think you... Alright, give me a minute. We're going to reconnect. Because I just noticed that. It was like everybody's comments were coming from Twitch and nobody was coming through YouTube. And it was just one of those where I kind of goofed or I didn't check. And I probably should have. Alright, so let's hope. Let's hope. Dang it, come on. Get where I want you. One of those days. One of those days. You know what I think it was? I think the computer reset. I think the computer had reset, and because I didn't really pay attention. In fact, I think even Lethals came through on the same channel. Alright, so if somebody wants to go try the YouTube one again, let me know. I don't know what happened there. Alright, but since I got you on this chat at the moment, Norris, Is it a permanent comeback or is it a temporary comeback? That's my question. Is it a permanent comeback or a temporary comeback? Give me 1 minute. We're going to go check. Thank you, LBM. Now it's working again. I honestly, I don't know what the heck happened there. I honestly don't know what the heck happened there. That was StreamBot being, or Restream being a pain in the butt. Cause yeah, I'm sitting there like I did notice it. So you said something, Norbert, and I went back and looked. And there's like nobody's name in brackets, and that's how I usually go with the. That's how I usually know when somebody's watching from one of the other services. Check, baby, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, 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 check. Hey, at least you're coming. At least you're coming back. At least you're coming back. I'm almost tempted to say you should join us on the Twitchy side. In fact, you could do like myself and Twisted and Freddy, and you do both of them at once. That's what I say. All right, cool. That means I can leave your timer on. Yay! Or I can put your timer back on. But yeah, dude, like I said, that's what Twisted, myself, and Freddy do, because basically I got tired of having to finish a stream, wait for the stream to finish. No, you can still do the major uploads on YouTube. You can still do the major uploads on YouTube. Basically, you just kind of use the other stream. That was the reason I really wanted Restream, because it's like I wanted to get on Twitch. No ifs, ands, or buts. I want it on Twitch. But if you ever look at my following numbers on Twitch, the numbers are like way down in the 100 and somethings. And on YouTube, we're at 400 and something. And it was like, I have to find a way to get them all together. And that was what Restream was for me. It was basically my lifesaver. It's one of those where it's basically one stream key change. And that's it. One stream key change and you are done and you are set. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for our magical 4-letter word. We are looking for our mystical, magical 4-letter word of the evening, in which, as you can see, right down the center is a 4-letter word. Each letter completes the appropriate word going across the board. So the first letter in the 4-letter word fills in the slot B-I-blank-S. The second one completes blank U-S-T. The third one completes S-blank-A-R. And the last one completes C-O-blank-L. Yeah, like I said, I was wondering, I wonder if it was when I had a Windows update. It might have been a Windows update that unhooked everything. That's what it may have been, was a Windows update that unhooked all my connections. Yeah, you still keep your primary as YouTube. For instance, I will always say that this game show comes to you from Twitch because that's my primary. But I will always say that I use YouTube, I use Mixer, I use streaming to do everything, or to do the broadcasts. Like I said, I look at it this way. You're always going to have one home. You're always going to have one home. In your case, it's YouTube, because that's where you put your uploads, and you don't have to worry about your uploads disappearing. Whereas for me, it's Twitch, because Twitch does everything I need. Since I don't think there's ever been a whisper function on YouTube, which is something that an in real life streamer may not need. Whereas when I have secret guest answers, I need the whisper function. And like I said, I kept hoping to get more people off of Mixer. That's what I kept hoping for. But it's never been a big crowd off the Mixer crowd. Speaking of which, I need to reconnect my Streamy page. So bear with me as my Streamy one reconnects. And I think that's everybody. I think that's everybody. Oh, I think I know what I did. I think it was because of the fact I closed the Restream chat. I think that's what it was. I think I closed the Restream chat when I was getting Windows Update, and I never reopened it. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know, this past Saturday, we actually emptied the vault, and one Mr. Moneymaker made off with the Marvel Resin Longshot statue that is still sealed. It is still taped. It has never been opened other than the box itself. Yes, little French lady. It's basically right now, you can go see me on YouTube. You can go see me on Mixer. You can go see me on StreamMe. All at the same time. I never know which one's the fastest of the stream functions. Because I think it was, I want to say it was, Mixer had the fastest video stream, but it also had one of the slower chat streams. Whereas Twitch was one of the faster chat streams, but it was a little bit further behind than everybody, video-wise. I prefer Twitch because, again, there are like 4 functions that I need. There's the whisper, there's the poll from Streamlabs. There was the hosting / auto hosting, and one other function. I'm trying to think of what it is off the top of my head. Oh, and the timer and the commands are so much easier to work with on Twitch. Whereas StreamMe is kind of the weak link. But for instance, that's me because of what I need. Whereas, for instance, yours should stay YouTube. I really think yours should stay YouTube because that's where it fits. It's more of a documentary show than anything you're going to see on Twitch. Now, that's not to say there aren't some decent ones out there on Twitch, but there are not many. There are not many, and they are very few and far between. I will give you an example. The closest I think you would find on Twitch would be the... See, I can't even say always on would count. Always on category might be the closest, because they basically run those basically run YouTube clips over and over and over and over and over. Have I seen animal feeding on Twitch? No. There's a couple of pets categories, but it's mostly them just leaving the cats or the dogs on screen. I'm trying to think. Like I said, there aren't many documentaries on Twitch. They're all on YouTube. They're all pretty much on YouTube. So that's where yours is a better fit. At least that's my opinion. See, I can't even call Nerdy's a documentary show. His is a Nerdfest show. And I have only really seen 2 nerd collectible streamers total. Oh, we are out of time, ladies and gentlemen, and you guys got very close at the end. You guys got like really close at the end. Lalani, I can't give it to you. The timer ran out before your answer came through. Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, like I said, that cosplay thing she did scared me. I'll tell you what, since you got it before I turned it off, Lalani, I'm going to give it to you. I just flipped it off, and you beat me to it. I just flipped it off, and you beat me to it. So, Lalani, I'm going to give it to you. It was indeed Alto. It was indeed Alto. And I just realized what I had done. I forgot to turn that on. There we go. So, with that, Lalani, we got to jump over to another little feature. So, bear with me 1 minute. Where's my window? There it is. All right, Lalani, with that, it is a brand new vault, which means no numbers have been removed from the vault as of yet. So with that, Lalani, you basically get your choice of the 4 rows on the screen. Which row would you like me to remove an incorrect number from? Which row would you like me to remove an incorrect number from? All right, we're going to remove 1 incorrect number from the green row. And coming off the green row is... let's get rid of the 1. So with that, Lalani, we know the last digit in the combination to the vault is not a 1. You never know. You might pull off a miracle and open it on your first guess. What is the 4-digit combination? That's one expensive cookie moneymaker's getting into it. Sea Chicken. Hello, LBM again. All right, Lalani says the combination is 0, 8, 2, 4. We put that as 0, 8, 2, 4 into the computer. No, it is not 0824, which means the vault remains closed for the moment. And with that, we jump over to one of the main features of our show every week. We bring you to the list. And hey, you never know. Like I said, Fatality one day had it right. And after we removed a number that was not in his combination, he changed his number. I mean, I think it was basically 2 numbers had been pulled off the vault total. And it was like, he gives me the number, and I'm like, all right, hold on. We're going to remove one of the wrong numbers first. So I removed one of the numbers that was not in the number he had picked. And wouldn't you know, he basically changed up all 4 of his numbers. So he missed out on a very, very early win. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the list. And for tonight's list, this is pretty much one of only 2 lists that I did not use on Wednesday. This is one of only 2 lists that I did not use on Wednesday. Because like I said, I think we went through 21 lists total out of 23 I had set up. So for this, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for young phrases. We are looking for words and phrases that contain the word young in them. And I got to move a couple things so I can... Forever Young, Young Guns. 2 good guesses, but not what we're looking for. Young at Heart from Walrus comes off. Young Frankenstein is number 10 for Nerdy. Only the Good Die Young is Talia at number 3. Forever Young not there. Talia with number 1 with the Young and the Restless. You're only young once. Not there. Not there, LBM. Oh, LBM, I meant to ask you, did the ball ever get shipped yet or not? I'm just curious. If not, I'm not worried about it. I just figured I'd ask. Forever Young, you don't get any younger? Nope. And again, we will not be giving out any hints until our timer gets down to 0 for this. Saturday we were like giving a lot of hints along the way because I had times I was trying to get people in and showing on the show. Lamani taking number 6, Mighty Joe Young. No worries, my dear. Like I said, I know how that goes. Trust me, I've got packages galore that I just can't afford to ship out right now. They will be going out. It's just a matter of when. The Younger Games. I remember that parody. I kind of remember that one. And I just lost my train of thought. Oh, and just for you, my dear, just for you, if you go back and look at the YouTube archive on the anniversary show, I think it's list number 2 or 3 was dedicated for you, kind of. Just so you know. You'll know it if you do happen to go back and look at the topic of the list. You'll know which one was dedicated to you. Enjoy it while you're young. Young Genius, a good one. XX years young or XX years old. Just all depends. Oh, I was trying to figure out. There we go. I was trying to figure out what I had, why it was like not doing what it was supposed to. No, it wasn't a drunk Australian list, although it came close to being a drunk Australian list. But no, it was pretty much a straight 10 things about Australia. I kind of wanted to do something with like certain characters from Australia, but I was drawing a blank after a few of them. I was drawing a blank when I originally set that one up. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for young phrases. These are all... don't hit that button, you dingbat. These are all words and phrases that contain the word young in them. Young lady, when Liz disappears, Amaranth is there. I don't see the word young in there, nerdy. Young man, younger than springtime. Nope. Young Sheldon, not what we are looking for. But now that we know the Skype thing works, one of my next projects to set up is to get the match game working. And what that's going to take at some point is six people that are willing to do a Skype conference call. I've got to test it first. Like I said, I know we've tested the Discord chat, but I'm not a fan of Discord chat a lot. It's one thing I've kind of learned. I need to get into it more since everybody else seems to use it. But I guess I'm just kind of like an old schooler. Go West, young man, not there. Younger than yesterday, not there. Neil Young. Oh, I like the Neil Young one, but it's not on the list. I'm going to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh, I did miss one. Oh, no, I didn't. I got Young at Heart. Never mind. I'm sitting there like, what am I missing? I've got one phrase I thought might have come up, but it didn't. Okay. And this is one of those where I'm going to refuse to basically say which one's the hard one, although I know which one I think is going to be the hard one. Just because of who's in the crowd, who's here, and who's watching. Alright, that's what I needed, Walrus. I needed the actual verbiage of it. Yes, I know they're both YMCA, but it was one of those where it was like, I typed it out intentionally to include young, so we actually had to get the whole thing in there. Pretty young thing. Believe it or not, I think I actually took that off to replace it with what I thought was an easier one. I actually took pretty young thing off to replace it with what I thought was an easier one that hasn't come off the board yet. And Talia getting number 5. Fine Young Cannibals. So far we've got 2 for Walrus, 3 for Talia, 1 for Leilani, and 1 for Nerdy. And we are down to 3 items on the list in just under 6 minutes. I think under 6 minutes. Or no, the timer starts, I think, at 28. So 9 minutes so far. So under 9 minutes, and we are down, or just over 9 minutes on the list, and we are down to 3 items. I should say three young items. Young Town, no. Young Lust, no. Yoda stealing it from Leilani. Yoda jumping in and stealing Young Love. And no, I am not singing any more than those 2 lines. Those are the only 2 lines of that song that I am going to sing. Or I should say 2 words of that song I am going to sing. Mighty Joe Young is already off the board, Walrus. It's already at number 6. The word young looks weird. How do you think this old man feels, Jax? See, the running joke is basically, other than like 1 or 2 streamers, I'm the old man of the group. It is also a song. I don't know. My mom never referred to me as angry young man. She always did use the young man phrase. But she never called me angry young man. And I'm going to see if I can slide this window over just a smidge so that I don't screw up my chat window. There we go. My mom would do that with my dad on occasion. She would do that to my dad on occasion. She would call my younger brother, she would call him the angry young man. But me, it was just young man. If she put the word angry on it in front of me, I knew I was in big trouble. I knew I was in big trouble. Young Turks would have been a good one. I think I've seen that a couple of times so far. I've seen Young Turks come up a couple of times. That one might have been a good one to sneak in. But it is not there. Old head on young shoulders. I don't know whether that would be taken as a compliment by most people or well, I guess that means you're kind of like wise for your years, I guess. Walrus getting Brigham Young. I'm trying to think of that. Young at Heart is stuck in my head now. That's all I listen to. Let's see. How did Lethal put it? I am out of touch with the millennium generation, so to speak. And I'll say number 4 is not a millennium generation answer. I'll give you that much as a hint. But we still got 15 minutes to come up with that one last phrase. Neil Young, not there. Now I'm wishing I knew where my other album was that I had. Because I think I've got that one on an album somewhere. No, it's... Or do I have that one? I don't think I have that one. Living Young and Wild and Free. That would be a 1960s. That's the Flower Child sort of comment. Farron Young, no. Dying Young, not there. And like I said, I got a feeling number 4 is going to last a while. But we'll see. Every time I say that, somebody blows it away right after I do say that. And then it's like, I should have kept my mouth shut. But ladies and gentlemen, as Alex Trebek has said, you're watching the only live interactive game show on Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, and streaming. We are here every Wednesday, every Saturday. And our motto is plain and simple. Watch, play, win. You can't win if you don't play, and it's kind of hard to play if you don't watch. So that's why the motto is plain and simple. And like I said, we do give away stuff for every list, every main game we play. And like I said, tonight we're gonna do one list for sure, and one open game is on the works. Although I don't want to. I kind of want to make it a closed game, but I really don't want to make it a closed game. I'm thinking. Because, like I said, it's our first episode back, and as we really didn't give away a lot of stuff Saturday, because that was not the goal Saturday, was to give away a lot of stuff. It was basically 9.5 hours of just fun, chatting with some of my favorite fellow streamers, and just having a good old time. Like I said, Dr. J, if you are here, I apologize. When I did yours, I just completely blanked out and did things backwards. My original plan was to do a 4-letter word to do for the intro, and then give you the brain list. And for whatever reason, I just had a brain fart and did it the other way around, and it completely screwed up my conversation plans. So if you are watching Dr. J, I apologize heartily. I was just basically tongue-tied for a lot of it. But yeah, it was 9.5, and if I hadn't used up all the list I had on tap, it probably would have gone longer. Because like I said, I had 2 that I didn't use out of the 20. I'm trying to remember. I had 3 I didn't use. So we had 23 on tap, and we went through 20 or 21 of them. And it was one of those where it was kind of like, it was just one of those where I noticed the chat was starting to drag a little. So I was like, all right, we're going to get this to the key point where we were giving away the big prize of the evening. And for those of you that haven't seen it, I haven't posted it on the Twitch page yet. But it will go up tonight after the show. So you guys will see a photograph of what Moneymaker won. Well, you'll see the box of what Moneymaker won. And like I said, I got to go pick up some more boxes. And I got to come up with some money for some shipping stuff. Like I said, that's what's holding me back right now. Because, like I said, we just paid our taxes, which was a lot more than I was hoping. And Bubbles found out her car tag is going to cost her like $1,000. So it's like tight money-wise. Although I do have some money that some people donated that I can probably move over for this. But I'm reluctant to do it all at once. I am reluctant to move it all over at once. So I'll figure something out. So again, Took, just so you guys know, Took, you and Talia, I do need your mailing address whenever you can get it to me. Because you guys do have the prize that is coming, which was... It's one of the smalls, so it's not going to be too expensive to ship out. But it was basically Skullface. Oh, wait, I think I have the camera off. Do I have the camera off at the moment? Oh, I have the camera off at the moment. Dumb me. So, Took. I think it was Took that won Skullface. This is Skullface. And like I said, I love the Madball collection. I really do. It's just getting your hands on them where they don't jack up the prices is hard. Yeah, knowing me, I probably will. It's sort of like showing Little French Lady. It's like I hold their stuff for so long, and then I finally ship it out, and then it's like the very next show they win 2 or 3 things. And then it's like, damn it, if I just waited one more week, I could have thrown this in the same package. But then it's like, well, that would probably weigh it down a little bit more, and it'll cost me more. Ooh, Young Sherlock Holmes would have been good. Young Sherlock Holmes would have been very good to put on there. So we are down to 8 minutes on this one. 8 minutes on this one. All right, I will get that changed up after the show. I'll get that one changed up after the show, Walrus. Younger me. Younger me would be anything that's not as old as dirt. Plain and simple. So again, right now we have Talia with 3, Walrus with 3, Leilani with 1, Yoda with 1, and Nerdy with 1. So we are looking for one more young phrase. And again, no surprises or no clues yet until we have hit the zeros. Yeah, I know I'm being mean and evil this time, ain't I? But yeah, like I said, it's kind of a role reversal from Saturday, where I was giving out hints left, right, and center on Saturday. Because like I said, where's my list? I have a page, and like I said, I had 2 people that couldn't make it to do guest slots. But we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, let me count this again. 8 guests over 9.5 hours. So it was like, I knew everybody wasn't going to be like 1 per hour. So it's like I got to push like this time period really hard, and then push this time period hard, and then stretch this time period out, and so on and so forth. The night is young. That is what you say when you are pub crawling and you don't want to go home. That phrase I do know. The night is young. Because when you go pub crawling and you do not want to go home because you're still like, I can drink a little more. I can manage a little bit more. And, I emptied both of those cans. So bear with me 1 minute, folks. Like I said, I figured number 4 was going to be a hard one. I figured number 4 is going to be a hard one. No, it's too young to know better or too old to care, Talia. You got to remember both halves of that phrase. Too young to know better and just too damn old to care. I'm the second half of that one. That's why when people ask me why I keep my vices, it's like I'm just getting old. I don't care anymore. Hey, Bobby, what's good, my friend? What kind of mischief are we up to tonight? So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for one hiccup coming. And then hiccup goes away. One last young phrase. And like I said, when I put this list together, I picked number 4 to be the hard one. I did pick number 4 to be the hard one. For a couple of reasons, which will make very good sense. Pepsi, for those who think young. That's that new commercial, isn't it? That's the new one. And I'm not a Pepsi fan. I'm trying to remember. I think that's the one with, is it Lindsay Lohan leading the crowd, and she like starts handing out Pepsis, and it kind of makes everybody all happy and together, I think. And it was like they were trying to match the old, I'd like to buy the world a Coke. commercial, and it didn't work. I give them props for trying, but that commercial just kind of went, kind of fell flat. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, for those of you that have joined us, we are doing the list on List Wits. Where you think the title came from, huh? It is basically a takeoff Family Feud without the points, or the Exit List. Or no, not the Exit List. Wrong show. The Rich List, or what's the other? There's another show I'm trying to think of. Panic Attack, Hot Potato, and there's one other show I'm trying to think of. Bobby, I'm getting by. That's about the best way I can put it. Wednesday nights and Saturday nights are the highlights of my week for the most part. Go West, young man. Let the evil go east. Wait a minute. I can't. So I'm going to get in trouble for making this joke. So the young men go west. We send all the young girls east. Is that what we're saying? Sorry, I had to do it. I know. I'm sorry. I need to get one of those multi soundboards for my keyboard. That's what I need to do. Man, I just realized that's what's missing. I'm sitting there talking. It's like it's quiet all of a sudden when I stop talking. And it's like, what did I do? Oh, I forgot to turn the theme show's music back on. Well, yeah, because I can't use the PlayStation app for it anymore, because I actually don't have the PlayStation on right now. Speaking of, I'm probably not going to be able to play much after the show, because I got to get some sleep. Because I've got the interview tomorrow. I don't have much confidence in it, but I got to at least show up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, right? So again, we are looking for one last young phrase, and we are down to the last 30 seconds. We're down to the last 30 seconds. And no, that's a good one. That's a very good one, Talia, but it is not there. All right, we are at all zeros, ladies and gentlemen. We are at all zeros. And as such, I do have to give out a few hints. And I'm going to say hint number 1 is number 4 relates to sports. Number 4 relates to sports. So that is your first hint. Is it does relate to professional sports. Nope, not Steve Young. And I can move that window a little because I'll be able to see the chat window in question. So again, clue number 1, it relates to professional sports. Young sports. There are too many ways I could run with that one, Jay. There's too many ways I could run. Nope, I'm not gonna even do it. Nope, not Delman Young, Bobby. Oh, there are just so many ways I could run with that joke. And it would probably get me in very much trouble no matter which way I went. There. Oh, okay. Whew. Oh, walrus. is claiming it. It is Denton Cy Young. Clue number 2 was going to be basically, it's an international sport, which is baseball. And we were going to work our way through to best and then pitcher and trophy and so on and so forth. All right, so we have had for our young list, the Young and the Restless, which went to Talia. Young Men's Christian Association went to Walrus. The Good Die Young went to Talia again. Walrus with Denton Cy Young. Fine Young Cannibals went to Talia. So basically the whole left-hand side of the board is Talia and Walrus. Then Lilani with Mighty Joe Young. Then we got a couple of Walrus answers with Young at Heart and Brigham Young. Yoda jumping in with Young Love, and Nerdy finishing it off with Young Frankenstein. I'm going to say Young Frankenstein is probably my favorite one on here. I knew Denton Cy Young was going to be the hard one, but I am going to say Young Frankenstein was my favorite one on the list. Alright, so bear with me, folks, as we load the prizes up and the vault shot up. Because, as you know, it is a brand new vault, which means we got to start working some numbers down. And since Walrus had 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, we got to start with the Knucklehead. And since we know he is not young at heart, we're just going to get rid of that for Walrus. And it does not result in a prize or a vault shot for Mr. Walrus. Let's see. Walrus. What will we do for you next? Let's go with Denton Cy Young. So you guys can't accuse me of making this an American list. Oh, and it's Cy Young that gets Walrus the shot at the vault. Which means, because of that, Walrus, we got to go through the rest of your answers. And we had Young Men's Christian Association, which is definitely in obtuseness to Brigham Young. Alright, so Walrus off the board. He is going to be getting the vault shot tonight. And that means we turn our attention to Talia. Talia, who basically ran left side of the table with Walrus. And we're going to find out if Talia is getting restless and trying to find out whether or not she's winning the prize tonight. It is not Talia in the prize pile yet, but you got 2 more chances, Talia. Is it Fine Young Cannibals? And is somebody going to beat up Talia and claim her slot? Oh, there it is, folks. So if there are cannibals around and you want to steal her prize, that's on you guys. It is Walrus and Talia tonight. And we clean out the rest of the board to show you guys that we try to be fair. And it is totally random in that regard as to who gets what spot. Alright, so with that, give me 1 minute, guys, and I will jump back over to the vault. And with that, Walrus, we have the red row, or the orange row, the white row, and the blue row. So, Walrus, which one of those first 3 rows would you like me to remove an incorrect number from? Yeah, I like it better at Family Feud because you can blame me for all the dumb answers. Oh, do I have the band function on? Oh, I do have it on because it's like you're on like 15 caps. All right, Walrus says, we are removing 1 from the white row. And from the white row, let's just get rid of another 1 for you. So we've gotten rid of 2 1s in the combination, Walrus. With that, Walrus, what is our combination to the vault tonight? Walrus says it is 2, 6, 7, 9. Ladies and gentlemen, we plug 2, 6, 7, 9 into the computer. We press the little red button. And we find out that Walrus is not a vault opener tonight. So the vault does not open just yet. And we'll leave the file up just in case I get through the second list, which I am not guaranteeing tonight, folks. I'm not guaranteeing it because, like I said, I do have to get up early tomorrow to go to an interview. So I'm not guaranteeing a late list tonight. And then we turn our attention to Talia. And this does take a second to load, so bear with me. All right, Talia, with that, my dear. I need a number from you between 1 and 153. See, more numbers, more math. All right, 47 it is. And in treasure chest number 47, for Miss Talia, it is the McDonald's figures. All right, these are the old Happy Meal figures, and you get your choice, Talia. Would you like? I got to get all 4 of them, so bear with me. This may take a second. No, that's not Dodger. There's Dodger. Actually, I think I have them all 4 on the bottom. So give me 1 minute so I can pull all 4 of them out. Let me see if I got all 4 of them. Yep, I got the 4 correct ones. All right, Talia, your choices are, and again, these are, for those of you that don't remember these from McDonald's, they were basically mastered. They came in the mini VHS boxes, and we have Tigger. We have Woody. We have sweet, level, adorable Bambi. And one of my favorites, I'm going to admit he's probably my favorite character from this entire film. From Oliver and Company, we have Dodger. So I'm hoping I showed those all right because I had the chat window up and not the camera window up. Okay, there we go. So we got Dodger from Oliver and Company. Ta-da! And we have Bambi, of course. Whoop! Bambi just went for a jump. Bambi tried to escape. I'll get her back in a minute. And again, we have Woody. And we have Tigger. So of those 4, Talia, which of those 4 would you like? All right, I gotta go get Bambi. Bear with me. She jumped down on the floor. Come here, Bambi. So this is basically the size of them. Oh, see, Bambi knew she was getting chosen. That's why she jumped out. She's ready to go home to you, Talia. So Bambi, my dear, is yours. And we're going to put her back in her box. And put her box over here with Skullface, and we'll let them fight that out for a little bit. But yeah, that was one of those bargain things. There's always a debate about that. Oh no, you're right. Bambi was the male. Never mind. Duh. What's the female deer one I'm thinking of? I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna put these guys back over here for now, and I'll have to re-sort them. Fawn, that was her name, Fawn. Alright, so I will have to clean that up here shortly. We did 47, right? And I will just turn that off for now, because, oh, I can't do that because it was a choice, wasn't it? That was a choice, so I have to do this a different way. I thought it was fawn. Feline? I thought it was fawn for some reason, because they kept it simple for the minor character. Alright, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we jump ourselves over to the main game. And for the main game for tonight, like I said, originally this could have gone either way. I actually decided to do this in an open format, just because it's our first stream back. And I wanted everybody to jump in. And for our first stream back, it's one of my weaker games, but it's one more that I'm kind of technically more proud of. I keep forgetting to turn the sound on this thing. Well, I haven't seen it in so long, I don't remember.
Now or never.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for this game, the game is pretty simple for the most part. Every game consists, is designed as a 2-player or 4-player game, but I'm going to do this as an open game. So we're going to change it up a little. going to choose the first number off the board. Okay? That first number is going to reveal a question. It is an open question to the channel that anybody can answer. And I gotta get my file so I can get my right questions and answers here. If you answer the question correctly, you get a guess at the phrase above. If you guess the phrase right, you win board number 1. All right? If you don't get it right, you get to pick the next number off the board for the next question. If you can remove all 4 numbers surrounding a box or boxes, we will reveal the letters that are behind those boxes. The player that gets the last question correct before the cover block is removed, we actually let you guess per question, but that's just how we change things up a little bit. If you guess wrong, you still get to pick the next number to come off the board, and the game continues to play. As this is a fastest answer game, there's no time limit. However, once we give you the choice of answering the phrase, you basically have 30 seconds to give me a phrase you think is correct. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to reveal the first board. And as I said, the host always chooses the first number off the board. And for this, the host is going to go, we're going to start things off right in the middle with number 6. So ladies and gentlemen, for you on the board, this is your very first question. In his lifetime, Elvis Presley made 1 TV commercial. That's it. He only ever made 1 TV commercial. For what product from the Southern Made Company did he sponsor in an advertisement? Elvis Presley made 1 TV commercial in his lifetime. For what product from the Southern Made Company was he sponsoring? Nope, not tampons, not tea. Lalani, nailing it. It was donuts. That was the very first thing that he ever sponsored, or his only thing he ever sponsored commercially on television. All right, Lalani, with that, you get to take a guess at the phrase, or you can just pick the next number off the board if you don't think you're going to get it. Like I said, I'm one of these people, I'm going to take a guess. Even if I don't get it right, you never know. All right, well, I'm not going to take a guess. I'm going to jump over to question number 8. What is the pen name of Wheel of Time author James Oliver Rigney Jr.? What is the pen name of Wheel of Time author James Oliver Rigney Jr.? Talia is 100% right. It is Robert Jordan. All right, Talia, with that, you can either take a guess at the phrase, or you can pick the next question number off the board. All right, Talia says we're going to go for number 11. Question number 11 is, I got a feeling this one's going to be an easy one. I got a feeling this one is an easy one. What famed accordion player, known for his parodies, wrote a children's book called When I Grow Up? And Leilani not wasting any time in jumping in. It is Weird Al Yankovic. Nope, Brad, it's an open one. Boards 1 and 2 will be open. Board 3 will be closed. All right, Leilani, which one would you like next? Or you could take a guess at the phrase that has no letters revealed yet. Number 10. After a male horse is neutered, what is it called? After a male horse is neutered, what is it called, or what is it known as? See, now the scary part is if Lethal was here, he'd give me a smart ass answer. I know he would. Walrus getting it right. It is a gelding. After they do a little surgery, it's known as a gelding. Sea Chicken with the glue answer. All right, Walrus, you can take a guess, or you can give me a number. Number 12. See, you guys play dangerous. I know how you guys play. You guys play like, I'm going to get as many boxes off at once. And I'm like, I wouldn't trust my luck to that. I'm going for individual boxes and pray I can get a set of letters that I know. Or that I can work out the clue from. What is the term given to a failed pregnancy in which the blastocyst implants itself in the fallopian tube rather than the womb? What is the term? You're both close, but I can't take either of them. You're both really close. What is the term given to a failed pregnancy in which the blastocyst implants itself in the fallopian tube? I hate it when it does that. Rather than the womb. Oh, I gotta give it to Leilani's Kitchen. Leilani's Kitchen in first. You were close. Tubal was close, but I had to have either ectopic or tubular. It's actually a common terminology, so it kind of had to be a little more specific. So with that, Kitchen, you can either take a guess or you can pick one of the remaining numbers on the board. All right, Kitchen going for number 4. I don't know why I just said kitchen. Oh, I know why. Because it came from your YouTube chat. That's why I said kitchen. So I was trying to differentiate between the two. During what war did Bulgaria lose land to Serbia, Greece, Russia, and Turkey? During which historical war did Bulgaria lose land to Serbia, Greece, Russia, and Turkey? Hey, Trance, what's good? During which war did Bulgaria lose land to Serbia, Greece, Russia, and Turkey? Walrus is close, but I need something more specific. Walrus is close, but I need something specific. The War of the Roses. Hey, with the English royalty, you never know. During which war did Bulgaria lose land to Serbia, Greece, Russia, and Turkey? Not World War I, not World War II. You're very, LBM, you are like really close. I mean really close. You're missing something very important. There's something that's missing. That identifies the Balkan War. Well, hold up, boy. I'm giving LBM the first guess because she's on it. If she misses it, then I'll open it back up to everybody else. LBM is she is very, very close. So I'm giving her first free shot. If she doesn't get it, then then it's going back to the open chat. Nope, transit's open. Board 1 and 2 are open. Board 3 will be closed between the two winners of board 1 and 2. I even gave you the free yes. I gave you the free yes. So I have to flip it back to the open channel. And Mr. Speed Typer, who just basically put in every Balkan war he knew, is the second Balkan war. Is the second Balkan war where basically Bulgaria, even though they weren't really in the war, had to give up land. It's weird. It's like there were a lot of wars back in history where it was basically countries that weren't involved had to give up land to countries that were involved. I'm trying to remember, what was the big one I was reading up on? I want to say it was the Crimean War. Netherlands actually had to give up territory. I think it was the Crimean War. Netherlands had to give up territories for something. And they weren't even involved in the war to start with. Yeah, it was over Macedonia for the most part, I think. All right, Walrus. You get to choose the next number off the board. So, Walrus, you can take a guess, or you can ask for the next number off the board. All right, Walrus going with number 1. And the number 1 question of this board. Well, even if you guess, you still get to pick the next number. That's why I'm one of these people. I'm like, I'm going to take a guess, because even if I'm wrong, I still get to pick the next number off the board. You don't lose anything for guessing wrong. Which African nation is bordered by the following countries Libya, Sudan, Central African Republic, Cameroon, Nigeria, and Niger. Which African nation is bordered by Libya, Sudan, the Central African Republic, Cameroon, Nigeria, and Niger? Oh, LBM nailing it in a heartbeat. It is Chad, and not the hanging Chad kind. All right, Jax, with that, you can take a guess or go pick another number. Yeah, but I think Chad has the most countries bordering around it, I think. Either Chad or Nigeria, one of the two. All right, number 7 it is. So whoever gets this question gets to see 2 boxes off the board. That's not. It's like we got this brand new country. What do we call it? Let's call it Peter. No, they'll make too many penis jokes. How about Barbara? Nah. I know, Chad. Nobody will ever use that term. That's just because where it's sitting right now, Trance. Plus, when I use the mouse, you actually hear the mouse. Per the old wives' tale, if you carry what in your pocket, you can never catch rheumatism. Per the old wives' tale, if you carry what in your pocket, you will never come down with rheumatism. Money. Yeah, that's right, because... go away, rheumatism. Here, have some pocket cash. Per the old wives' tale, if you carry what in your pocket, you will not get rheumatism. All right, Walrus and Lilani are sort of on the right track. Walrus and Lilani are sort of on the right track. It's not an onion. It's not garlic. It's not eggs. It is not a radish. So I will tell you it's a vegetable. For the old wives' tale, if you carry what in your pocket, you will not get rheumatism. Walrus, getting it. It is the potato. Is that a potato in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? All right, so Walrus gets to see the first set of letters off the board. Walrus, you can take a guess, or you can pick one of the remaining numbers. I'm still trying to figure out how they came up with that one. It's like, what do they do? Basically, they walk around town with a potato in their pocket. Oh, this guy's got rheumatism. This guy's got rheumatism. But me, I'm fine and healthy. It must be the potato I'm carrying around. Oh, in Sea Chicken's case, it's probably like a bottle of Jack. In Sea Chicken's case, it's about a bottle of Jack in his pocket. All right, question number 3. That's true, Lalari. That's true. I wonder if that's how the Russians actually make their vodka. Oh, just go for a walk in Siberia with with potatoes in your pockets, and then come back and we'll drain the pockets out and drink it. During which battle of the U.S. Civil War did Thomas Stonewall Jackson get shot by his own troops? During which battle of the U.S. Civil War did Thomas Stonewall Jackson get shot by his own troops? LBM nailing it. It is Chancellorsville. He was shot. He was hit by friendly fire during Chancellorsville. Apparently, he got too far ahead of his lines when they started firing. All right, LBM. Now, I'm going to give you guys a hint. I'm going to warn you. These words, these phrases can be broken up. They're typically multiple words, and they can be broken up on different lines. See, video game playing does come into practice in real life. So LBM, can you solve our phrase, or would you like to pick the next number off the board? I meant to warn you guys before we started that they can be broken up across lines. When I originally did it, it was basically there were words on the top and words on the bottom. They were never broken. I changed it up so that they can be. Uh-oh, it's a math question. Nerdy's probably cowering in fear if he's watching right now. It's a math question. In mathematics and geometry, what is defined as the angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc of length equal to the radius of the circle? What is defined as the angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc of length equal to the radius of the circle? I thought I got rid of all the ridiculous questions in there, but apparently I did not. Not circumference. Try hashtag Marth. It may be in there. I use the word maybe because I don't know if I put it in or not. We'll see if it's in there. I may have Nightbot off, so it may not be working right now. So what is defined as the angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc of length equal to the radius of a circle? Or maybe it's in as, let's see if it's in as hashtag math. There it is. Nope, not pi, not diameter, not an arc. Not vertices. Alright, this will be one, I think. Not a curve. What is defined as the angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc of length equal to the radius of the circle? Not circumference. Not diameter. The actual answer is, it's known as the radian. It is known as the radian, which means nobody got it, which means no guesses. And as nobody got it, that basically puts choice back in the host hand. And with that, the host choose number 9. The host chooses question number 9. And this one will not be hard. Well, we try to learn you a little something, Leilani. What is the official birth flower of the month of June? Oh, just wait till I get the 5th. Are you smarter than a 5th grader one done, Talia? When I get that one done, then you guys will really want to yell at me. What is the official birth flower of the month of June? It is not. And LBM gets it. It is indeed the rose. The rose is the birth flower of June, which means LBM, we are going to show you the next letters on the board. The stink blossom. Little French lady, are you letting show play with your keyboard? So LBM, you can take a guess at the phrase, or you can ask for the last number on the board. Yeah, the letters are all in order. They read basically from top. They read from top left to top right, bottom left to bottom right. You do not change the order of them. So we have blankety blank, B-A-S-K-E-T. Yeah, so like Talia said, if you notice, the last 6 letters are B-A-S-K-E-T. So Hell in a Handbasket would count. Unfortunately, it is not Hell in a Handbasket, which means we go for the last question. So whoever gets this gets to see the entire phrase. So this is a very, very important question. When passing through a prism, what color component of white light is diffracted by the greatest amount? When passing through a prism, what color component of white light is diffracted by the greatest amount? Not ultraviolet, not purple, not red. Ultraviolet doesn't count as a color. Infrared does not count as a color. Trans was close. Trans was the closest so far. When passing through a prism, what color component? LBM gets it. It is violet. If you think about the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Violet has the shortest circle or the shortest arc, which means that violet is the color we were looking for. All right, so with that LBM check, this is going to be very, very easy for you, my dear. Can you read off the phrase that we're looking for? It is breadbasket. That's all we were looking for this puzzle was breadbasket. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move on to board number 2. Now, for board number 2, the only player that does not play is LBM because she's already in the finals. So LBM does not play on this board because she's already in on the finals. And as such, the host picks the first number off the board. I'm going to go with number 5. So again, LBM, you don't have to answer anything on this one. You are already in the finals. Well, see, now you get a chance to heat up the coffee. Hey, Freddie, how are we doing? Late riser, or is it early riser? Late riser. Which political and world leader did Khalid Islambouli assassinate? Which political and world leader did Khalid Islambouli assassinate? Nope, not Gandhi, too. Which political and world leader did Khalid Islambouli assassinate? Correct, Lalani. It is Anwar Sadat. All right, Lalani, you can take a guess, or you can pick the next number off the board. All right, little French lady. Be good, my dear. Smack Show in the head a couple of times for not stopping by tonight. All right, Lalani, jumping over to question number 8. The Pinch Forest Reserve is the setting for what beloved 1894 collection of stories? The Pinch Forest Reserve is the setting for what beloved 1894 collection of stories? The Pinch Forest Reserve is the setting for what beloved 1894 collection of stories? Nope, not Robin Hood. I'll give you a small hint. It was a movie not too long ago. Trans getting it. It is The Jungle Book. It is The Jungle Book. The Adventures of Listwitz. No, that's the one where everybody's brain just goes kaboom. Alright, Trans, with that, which number? You can take a guess, or you can pick another number off the board. Hey, South, what's good? All right, number 7 it is. On which major river would you find Brussels, Belgium, situated on? On which major river would you find Brussels, Belgium, situated on? All right, I need to put that up. The Jupiler River. No, not the Jupiler River. On which major river would you find the city of Brussels, Belgium, situated on? Correct, Lonnie. It is on. Whoop, wrong mouse. It is on the Seine River. All right, Leilani, you can take a guess, or you can pick the next number off the board. It's a fog machine. Number 4 it is. What is the name of the Roman goddess of the land? I almost said earth. What is the name of the Roman goddess of the land? And if you watch any science fiction film that talks about our planet, you'll know it. This board is still open, South. The next board will be closed. Whoever wins this game versus LBM. Nope, not Gia. Not Helen. What is the name of the Roman goddess of Talia? Getting it. It is Terra, as in terra firma. All right, Talia. You can take a guess or pick the next number. And I'm going to give you guys a hint on. I should give you guys a hint on the 6 boxes. It's a phrase. It is a phrase. All right, question number 3. And this will reveal some letters to somebody who gets this. In which city would you find the underwater statue of the Virgin of Guadalupe? In which city would you find the underwater statue of the Virgin of Guadalupe? Yeah, because they like. If you ask any real astronomer, they will say that the moon is luna firma, the Earth is terra firma. And I'm trying to remember if, and they don't name the other ones because they're not sure how solid the grounds were. In which city would you find the underwater statue of the Virgin of Guadalupe? It is not Atlantis. It is not L.A. I don't think Texas counts as a city, Talia. In which city would you find the underwater statue of the Virgin of Guadalupe? In which Mexican city would you find the underwater statue of the Virgin of Guadalupe? So I'm going to add a little something to the question. In which Mexican city would you find the underwater statue of the Virgin of Guadalupe? Nope, not Mexico City. Not Mazatlan. In which Mexican tourist city would you find the underwater statue of the Virgin of Guadalupe?
Mexico, Missouri.
Go away.
It's a city with Mexico in it.
Not Chichita. In which Mexican tourist city? Leilani getting it. I had to give out a bunch of hints for that one. It's in Acapulco. It's in Acapulco. It is actually in the bay, the Bay of Acapulco. And with that, Leilani, there are your first letters on the board. NDR. So again, you have to remember the words are broken up anywhere on the board. You can never believe the movies. Other than the trope that no matter how fast you run, the horror guy is going to catch you. But yeah, it is considered a religious icon. Divers will actually dive down just to like kind of, you know how they do at the statue in the Vatican and rub the feet of St. Peter? They will dive just to pick it. Or just to touch the statue. Alright, question number 10. Per capita, which country consumes the most wine? Per capita, which country consumes the most wine? Nope, not France. Population is too large. Not Italy, although they are a bunch of drunks there from what I've seen.
I'm guessing a very tiny place.
Per capita, which European country consumes the most wine? Per capita, which European country consumes the most wine? Nope, Germany's population's too big. Not Antarctica, not Belgium. Per capita, which lightly populated European country consumes the most wine?
Is the next hint which European country within a country?
No.
Nope. Really?
Per capita, which small, lightly populated European country consumes the most wine?
Is it a neutral country?
Not Norway, not Austria. Per capita, which lightly populated, small, highlands European country consumes the most wine? What
was the next hint?
Highland.
Highland.
It is not what you think it is. I know what you were thinking.
Ah.
Not Hungary. Not Scotland. I knew that's what somebody was going to think when I said Highland.
Yeah, and that's not what I was.
There's another Highland area in Europe, Trans. All right, per capita, which small, lightly populated European banking country consumes the most wine? I'm running out of words to describe this country. Not Greenland. Not Iceland. Per capita, which nope, not watchmaking, which small, lightly populated Highland banking, long-named country consumes the most wine? I'm running out of words to describe it. Not Spain.
That's a short name.
Lengthen the name out. Nope. Not Netherlands. Taggy, you're in the right neighborhood. Little Lonnie getting it. It is Luxembourg. I thank God somebody got it because I had no clue what to go with after long name.
Cheesy?
No, Luxembourg doesn't do cheese. All right, Lilani. Unfortunately, that doesn't reveal any letters. So you can take a guess at the phrase, or you can pick the next number off the board. Sun-dried tomatoes land. So we were waiting on Leilani. Leilani can take a guess or pick the next number off the board. All right, number 2 it is. In what body of water in 2009 did Chesley Sullenberg successfully land U.S. Airways Flight 1549, saving all the passengers on board? South and fast. It was the Hudson River. All right, South. With that, you can take a guess at the phrase, or you can pick the next number off the board. See, we occasionally slip news questions in there. I wish I could get my hands on the old news quizzes that when you were in school. They would actually put together a sheet that was like a legal size sheet, and they would put like 5 questions per category and about 7 categories on a sheet, and it was nothing but news. So it gave you a reason to actually watch the news when you were in school growing up. Now, I'm going to give you guys a hint on this one. This question has come up in other games. I know this question has come up in other games because I always worry when I look at the file if I use this or not. I'll give you a hint, South. I have been told that if you get on Mixer or Restream, the chat's actually faster. Due to a bet made by an Earl, a hand in the game of bridge that contains no aces and no cards higher than a 9 is known as a what? Due to a bet made by an Earl, a bridge hand, that's the game of bridge, that contains no aces and no cards higher than a 9 is known as a what? That's what I've been told. I don't know if it's true or not, South. But I think it was Lethal that basically said the chat in one of those two basically flies through. Due to a bet made by an Earl, a bridge hand that contains no aces and no cards higher than a 9 is referred to as a what? Nope, not a Raz. The Earl of something. That's where he got his name, because he was supposedly a really good bridge player. Nope, not a skunk. Nope, not York. But you're thinking along the right track, Trance. Talia getting it. It is known as a Yarborough. The man loved bridge, and somehow he would win games. And he won a game that was basically had no card higher than a 9 in his hand whatsoever. All right, Talia. Again, no letters coming off the board. So Talia, which number would you like us to remove next? All right, number 11 it is. By what more common name do gardeners know the plant called Antirrhinium? Let me make sure I can say that right. Antirrhinium. There we go. By what more common name do gardeners know the plant that is called Antirrhinium? Antirrhinum. There we go. Nope, not a dandelion. By what more common name do gardeners know the plant called Antirrhinium? Leilani getting it. They are known as snapdragons. They are known as snapdragons. All right, Leilani. With that, you can take a guess and move on to the finals, or you can ask for another number off the board. All right, number 6 it is. In World War II, during the Battle of Britain, the British Air Force consisted... Now, it won't necessarily all be on the same line. It can be broken up. The old version, they would all be on the same line. It can be broken up. During the Battle of Britain, the British Air Force consisted of 2 primary planes. One was the Spitfire. What was the second? South jumping in. It is, and all we needed was the Hurricane. That was pretty much all we were looking for that one. All right, South, with that, we are going to reveal for you the top 2. Oh, wait a minute. We got 3 numbers coming off the board. All right, South, there are your letters on the board. With that, we start the timer. You get until the timer finishes to get 1 guess in, as to what our phrase is. See, I think I've used the hurricane question too before. At least I think I have. All right, no guess from South. That means we reset the timer. And number 12. How many of King Henry VIII's wives lost their heads? How many of King Henry VIII's wives lost their heads? Oh, Trent's getting it just by typing a bunch of numbers in. Only two. Two of his wives lost their heads. And with that, Trent, we reveal the last box on the board. Trent is just basically 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and just pray I'm faster than everybody else. All right, Trent, do you know what our phrase is? It is indeed off and running. It is off and running, which means the final board game will be between LBM and Trance. It will be between LBM and Trance. Alright, so the only two people I will take answers from for this board, or the only two answers I will count, are LBM's answers and Trance's answers. The audience can pitch in and throw answers in if they think they got it right, or if they think they know it. Alright, so as always, the host chooses the first number off the board. So bear with me 1 minute. I have to clean up my question file. Alright, so we're going to wait for LBM to say she's back. Now, I'm going to do something a little different I don't normally do on this one. Is normally I only give a prize out to the winner. All right, for tonight, I'm going to give a small to whoever comes in second. I'm going to give the large to whoever comes in first. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the host picks box number 3. The host picks box number 3 for the first question. Oh, and this is a title. I will tell you right now, the mystery phrase is a title. You blame your loss on... I blame the loss on my net service every time, South. If I'm playing a trivia game online, I always blame on net service. What job did Christopher Walken have with the Terrell Jacobs Circus when he took a break from acting school in 1961? What job did Christopher Walken have with the Terrell Jacobs Circus when he took a break from acting school in 1961? Trained dance, clown, mime, juggler. What job did Christopher Walken have with the Terrell Jacobs Circus when he took a break from acting school in 1961? LBM chick nailing it. He took a job as a lion tamer. He took a job as a lion tamer. All right, LBM. You can take a guess. You take a guess at the phrase, and like I said, I would take a guess. If you're wrong, you still get to pick the next number. I wish I could do my Christopher Walken impression anymore. I used to be good at doing Christopher Walken. But ever since somebody told me I sound too much like Tom Hanks, I've been afraid to do anything to screw up my voice. The phrase is LBM is awesome, which may be true, but is not the phrase we're looking for. All right, my dear, with that, you get to pick the next number off the board. No. I can't pick because I can't play favorites. Number 10. What flower is the official birth flower for the month of May? What flower is the official birth flower for the month of May? And like I said, those of you in the audience, you guys can help out. Throw your guesses out there. Trance. I'm going to give you that one. It is the lily or the lily of the valley. All right, Trance, with that, again, our mystery phrase is a title. You can take a guess, or you can pick the next number off the board. Believe it or not, I've got the other 12 months buried in questions somewhere throughout all the games, because I actually have the flowers, the birthstones. I think I have the alternate birthstones. Yep, it's a title. I'm not going to say a title of what. Your only clue is it is a title. So you can guess or pick the next number, Trance, or both. It is not the heavyweight champ. It is not the heavyweight champ. South Rebel is very nice. I'm trying to see, because I think it would fit without me doing any magic to it. I think it would fit without me doing any magic. It is not the heavyweight champ. So with that, Trance, what number would you like next? Number 7 it is. But yeah, something I'm considering doing for all my open games, or for some of my open games, is it'll be board 1, board 2, and then a finals. And what I'm going to probably do is give basically the runner-up a small prize, which will be the small, and then the big prize will be to the winner. If you have dry, delicate, and pointed wit, like me sometimes, you are said to possess what attic spice? If you have dry, delicate, and pointed wit, you are said to possess what attic spice? Attic mothballs. No, not attic mothballs. I don't think mothballs count as a spice. If you have dry, delicate, and pointed wit, you are said to possess what attic spice? So it'll be attic blank. If you have dry, delicate, and pointed wit, you are said to possess what attic table spice? You possess attic table flavoring spice. I'm gonna give it to you, Trance. It is salt. You are said to have attic salt if you have a dry, pointed, and delicate wit. All right, Trance. You can take a guess and put up your next number choice. Sometimes it only takes that one answer, LBM, to get in there and steal it. Lethal was good at that. If we were doing real to real, he's got a strategy. He basically kind of like lets everybody get all the smaller numbers, and then he starts kicking in towards the end of the game. All right, number 11 it is. Sandra Locke wrote Whose unauthorized 1997 biography called The Good, the Bad, and the Very Ugly. Sandra Locke wrote the unauthorized 1997 biography called The Good, the Bad, and the Very Ugly about whom? And if I have to give you guys hints on this one, I'm going to worry about myself. LBM gets it. It is The Good, the Bad, and the Very Ugly was written about Clint Eastwood. It was written about Clint Eastwood. Sandra Locke, for those of you that don't know, she is famous for writing unauthorized biographies about stars, and they're like, that didn't happen. All right, no letters off the board yet. So LBM, you can take a guess and throw a number up there. So again, we are looking for a title. Number 2 it is. In what South American city would you refer to the natives as cariocas? In what South American city would you refer to the natives as cariocas? In what South American city would you refer to the natives as cariocas? Brazil is not a city, Trance. LBM gets it. It is Rio de Janeiro. Believe it or not, they are known as cariocas because the original name the Spanish gave the settlement they had was named after the alligators, I think. I think it's the alligators, which is Carioca. So they named the city Carioca, and basically residents of Rio de Janeiro, particularly in the ghetto type areas, are known. They still go by the term Cariocas. Because yeah, when the Spanish first landed, they saw so many, and I think it's alligators. I think it's alligators. All right, LBM, which you get to take a guess and a number. Or I should say a guess or a number. Or well, you get a guess and a number if you want. So again, we are looking for a title. We are looking for a title. But that's one of those that's one of those strange facts I actually found in on one of my quiz sites. Nope, it is not Her Majesty the Queen. So with that, my dear, you get to pick the next number off the board. All right, number 1 it is. Which? Oh, let me let it come up first. Which U.S. car manufacturer made the first famous Bearcat model? Which U.S. car manufacturer made the first famous Bearcat model car? Nope, not Ford, not GM. Think older. I'm going to give you guys a hint on that one. Think older. Which U.S. car manufacturer made the first famous Bearcat model? Think classic cars. Nope, not Pontiac. And believe it or not, this actually came up in a question for a quiz pack for 7th graders, I think. Not Cadillac. Keep thinking old. Think about the 1930s. Think about the 1930s, give or take. It was known as a blank Bearcat. LBM getting it. It is the Stutz. It's the Stutz Bearcat. All right, LBM, free guess and another number, my dear. And we are looking for a title. I was going to say, if nobody got it and they come back to the host, you guys know which number I was picking. Nope, not the head of the Commonwealth. I know, I need to turn the camera off. I really do. I always mean to do it, I just kind of forget. All right, number 6 it is, which means we will be revealing 2 sets of letters on this one. Oh, I think this is an easy one too, I think. Yep, I think this is a really easy one. Who is the historical twin brother of Romulus? Who was the historical twin brother of Romulus? So if you know your ancient history and you know Star Trek, you should know this one. LBM getting it. It is Remus. Remus and Romulus, the founders of Rome. All right, so with that, LBM, we get to show you 2 sets of letters on the board. So LBM, we are looking for a title. We are looking for a title. All right, number 12 it is. I know what I should do for you, Nerdy. I should see if I can like put a window stream of Amaranth on my screen just for you. Oh, Trans jumping in there. Not just for Nerdy. I'm debating on this one because Trans put one too many letters on there, and yours came in at the same marker time. So I think I got to give it to LBM on that one. I think I got to give it to LBM. When I get two answers that are close to one another and one is misspelled, I go with the proper spelling. But it is Mad Magazine. So I think I got to give that. I know he put the whole thing. That's why I'm debating. That's why I'm debating. All right, LBM says to give it to you, Trans, so I will give it to you. So Trans, no letters off the board, or on the board, I should say. So you get to take a guess. Or you can pick the next number off the board. So again, we are looking for a title. No guess. All right, number 5 it is. I'm gonna say I think this is going to be the hardest question on this board. I think this is the hardest question on this board. What is the edible powdery starch that is obtained from the trunk of certain palm trees? What is the edible powdery starch that is obtained from the trunk of certain palm trees? And I was pulling up Firefox just to check to see if there wasn't an alternate answer to what I had written down. I don't think it's oleander. I don't think it's oleander, but let me double check. I always have to go back and double check on a couple of these. It is, LBM gets it, it is the sago, or the sago palm. All right, so LBM gets to see the first box on the board. So again, LBM, we are looking for a title. We are looking for a title.
For $20,000, it must be exact.
Taxi driver.
$25,000, what does it say?
It's now or never.
Ow, leg itch. Star Blitz, which we just happened to be playing. Nope, it is not Whale Swan. Oh, I'm so glad I read that right. I started to say something else, and I caught myself. I almost pulled a nerdy on that one. All right, LBM. No, I was playing with the camera, Walrus, so I got to actually fix it. But it's up there behind me. I've got to fix the camera, or actually, I got to move the picture over to where the Batman figure is. All right, number 9. All right, you got to think back a little to your biology. I'll tell you that before the question pops up. Just a little. What is the name given to a group of tadpoles? What is the name given to a group of tadpoles? There. Now you can see it, right, Walrus? No, I was like, after Saturday, because I've been playing with the camera, because the camera's like on a really hard staff, or a hard metal rubber composite. So I have to go in there and I have to like refocus it or reset it. Nope, not a school trance. Not a flock. What is the name given to a group of tadpoles? Frogs. Nope, not an army. All right, think. What do they do with their tails? Since they have no feet, what do they do with their tails? Nope, not a knot. I got a good clue, and I'm trying to think of how to say it. Trans getting it. They are known as wiggles or wigglers. They are known as wiggles or wigglers. And with that, Trans gets to see box number 4. I was gonna say what Samantha did with her nose in Bewitched, but it's like I didn't want to use that one up just that early. They are known as wiggles or wigglers, and it only counts for as tadpoles. Once they get their feet and come off the ground, they are no longer tadpoles. They are no longer known as a group or a wiggle. All right, Trans, we are looking for a title. Is it What Men Want? It is not What Men Want. All right, Trance, would you like number 4 or number 8? Seriously, it's not. All right, number 8. Complete the following proverb with one word. Complete the following proverb with one word. All cats are gray in the blank. All cats are gray in the blank. Nope, not soul. No, they're demons in the soul. Nope, not eye, not heart. All cats are gray in the blank. I think this was an Oscar, who am I trying to think of? LBM getting it. They are all Oscar Wilde. They are all gray in the dark. There are no black cats, no white cats in the dark. They are all known as gray cat. I think it's an Oscar Wilde quote. All right, LBM. There's the next letters off the board. Can you complete the phrase, or do you need the 4th question? Again, we are looking for a title. Ladies and gentlemen, it is What Women Want. Dun, 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 dun. What white men? What well men want? I'm serious. I almost misread the Welsh one's comment. What Women Want is a Mel Gibson Helen Hunt movie. It's a Mel Gibson Helen Hunt movie where he was able to read the minds of every woman he walked past. Because he was a big time philanderer, and I can't remember how he got the ability. I want to say he got shocked, and that's what I said, shocked. So he was electrocuted, and right after that, he was able to base anything a woman thought, he could hear them saying in their heads. So it was actually a pretty good chick flick. It actually was. Your brain hurt so bad because you used it. That when they say you do exercise and your muscles hurt, that's what we want. It's like my brain hurts because I got stuff right. All right, so congratulations to Miss LBM Chick. And to Trance, who is our small prize winner. So bear with me, guys and gals, while I get over to the treasure chests. And this will take an extra second because I did have to reload it because the one that Talia got was a choice prize. which basically means I have to reload it so it's not in the same spot in case somebody else gets it. All right, so with that, we are going to start with trance. Like I said, what I'm going to do is certain shows will basically start as open games and they will come down to a match, like a one-player versus one-player game. And when we do those kind of games, I'm actually going to give something to whoever came in second. Just because they stuck around for the whole thing. All right, trance. I send stuff to Canada, Ireland, England. I got to pay through the nose anyway, trance. So, trance, I need a number from you between 1 and 153, my friend. All right, number 6 for trance. Number 6 for trance is the Blair Witch Project magnet, which is right here. Oh, if I can ever hold on to everything. So, trance, you will be getting the small prize. As soon as I get back over to my Streamlabs screen of the Blair Witch Project magnet, that will be going to you, my friend. That is the small for this game. So, actually, that one will be easy to ship out. That one will be a breeze to ship out, actually. Provided I don't mix it up with everybody else's stuff I have in here waiting to go out. And for Miss LBM Chick, that means I will be paying. I think this is the first time I actually have to ship to that side of the planet. Non-stripper magnet. Alright, LBM. With that, my dear, you get to choose between 1 and 161. I figured as much. I really did, but I had to make sure you said it. In treasure chest number 69 for LBM Chick, ladies and gentlemen, it is. Oh, where is it? The Black Widow figure. Holy mackerel. Bear with me, I gotta find it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, this one's going to cost me. This one is going to cost me. This is the Marvel Select from the Avengers Age of Ultron movie. And I got to do this on the big camera. I got to do this on the big camera. So bear with me 1 second. This one going to cost me. For LBM Chick, my dear, this is, I'm trying to remember if it is a full 12-inch or if it is the, I can't remember now off the top of my head. This is for you. Oh, wait, let's get it on the camera. You notice I can't even get on the camera the full thing because you see where my head is, right? It's bigger than me. It's bigger than my head. So LBM, this will be going to you, my dear. And again, you don't worry about shipping, handling. That's all on me. But she comes with pretty much, I think, everything. She pretty much comes with like everything in there. It's kind of hard to tell. The best part was she was the one I got like at a bargain because the dealer was closing tables. Hey, Poet, how are we doing? Yeah, it's bigger than Hodor's head. It's bigger than Hodor's head, literally. Wait, let's see. I gotta raise the camera just a little bit. There we go. It's bigger than me head. So, Jax, that will be coming to you, my dear. It will take me a while to get it shipped out, guaranteed, though, because like I said, I do have to get some money put away to get stuff shipped out. I am way behind. But see, that's what the big ones include. That are some of the things from the big prize piles. And I don't have room to put it in here. Alright, this got to go up top for now. I'm running out of room in my shipping drawer. Dude, I'm running out of room in my shipping drawer. So, Jax, when you get a chance, my dear, I need you to send me your mailing address, and I'll try to get that boxed up as fast as I can since it's out in the open. Whoop, wrong window. No, not that window. I was trying to get one of my main... There we go. One of my main camera screens back up. And I moved my webcam. Oh, I moved my head. That's what it was. Duh. There we go. I moved my webcam. So I got to go back tonight and kind of get that taken care of. But ladies and gentlemen, we have actually been on for longer than I expected for a Wednesday night show. But it is one of the things I love about the show is basically I kind of lose track of time when people are having fun with the show. I do lose track of time because I want everybody to have fun. The more fun you guys have, the more fun I have, and the better and the faster and the more fun the show goes. You should just start to do just gaming to win days and do prize days on the weekend. I know I've thought about that, but it's kind of like I don't feel right if I'm doing a show and I'm not giving something away. But at some point, the way things are going, it may turn into that just by force. Because like I said, I haven't been prize shopping in 4 weeks, which is like painful for me. It's kind of like when you're addicted to something. I get addicted to just go hunting for stuff, even if I don't buy anything. So it's kind of like, Alright, but with that, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to LBM, to Trance, to everybody that's been here. Talia, who got the, what did we give Talia tonight? See, I forgot already. I forgot what the other thing was. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys had a great night. I hope you guys had a fun night. We will be back tomorrow night with After Dark, and basically all we do on After Dark is we basically play Jackbox or Use Your Own Words or something of that sort. All right, Took, I will check my PSN tonight. If you guys are playing, I don't know, I'll probably play something. I don't know what. But yeah, like I said, join us tomorrow night. And who knows, I may be in a good mood if the interview goes well. I may be in a listy mood if it's same old that I'm expecting. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we always close out by saying the same thing that we always say. You can exercise the body. That's a great thing. You feel the burn. You feel the energy. You feel the impact. Damn it. You exercise these, you're going to feel it as well in more ways than just one. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to say good night. We will hopefully see you guys back tomorrow night for After Dark. And then we will see you guys Saturday with the next game show. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, good night.
You're watching Wits. If you're braving the right way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits. You're watching Wits. If you're braving the right way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits. You're watching Wits. If you're braving the right way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits. You're watching Wits. If you're braving the right way, just make sure that you tune in